Hello, my friends, and welcome to Kitsune Readings, where your questions find answers.
Hello, my friends. It's good to hear from you all. I love you all. This is Ryu here. Today we're going to talk about Battletoads. This game actually came out in 1991. The arcade version, which came out much later, was in 1994. And, I like this game a lot, actually. It's one of my favorite games. And it was actually made to compete with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which came out earlier. And they were riding the bandwagon of that. Which is funny because it's like the ninja craze was going, but the Battletoads aren't ninjas. This game was amazing. Me and my older brother, my younger brother, we loved this game. And we were always playing it. It's unique too because it has an opening cutscene, which wasn't very common at that time. And the giant polymorph fist is great. Supposedly, the Japanese version of this game was easier than the American version. You can pick up this pipe here. This game is great. Its graphics are good. Its animation is pretty good. I absolutely loved the Battletoads. I thought they were great. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah. There was also a toy line planned. And there was supposed to be a cartoon. There was a pilot for the cartoon, but it never got released. So there was a lot that was gonna go into this. I think it was a solid idea. It caught on well as a video game. Yeah, we got the one up. But it never really, like, progressed beyond the video game era. This was made by Rare. One of the most interesting things, to me at least, Nintendo made a huge mistake selling Rare to Microsoft, I feel. There's the Dark Queen. They tried to make a re-release of this game in modern times, but it looked awful. The Battletoads' names are Zitz, Rash, and Pimple. Rash got released in the new Killer Instinct on the Xbox. It's like, they got all these properties, but never used them. But this is what the game looked like in 1991 when it came out for the NES. It's notoriously difficult, but was a huge hit. Another thing that's really interesting to me is that this game was supposed to have a line of toys, a cartoon show, and none of that came to fruition. So we just have the video games for the most part. The game and its animations were really smooth though, I think. There was also a variation of this plan for the Sega Genesis, which I think eventually came out. Nintendo was really hard and complicated to deal with way back in the day. I didn't realize how much of an iron fist Nintendo had on the gaming industry. The E.T. game on the Atari pretty much almost destroyed video games as a whole, until the NES came out in 1985. It was pretty much sold out everywhere. Yeah, 1-up. Whoops. Oh, I died. I think after this canyon level is the speeder bike level. And every time you have to continue, you start from the beginning of the stage. In two-player mode, you can hit each other, which sucks. I don't know why they put that in there. It's one of the worst multiplayer experiences ever. Double Dragon, you have two versions. One you can hit each other and one where you don't. I think this has that too, actually, but I don't remember. And the Super Nintendo one, you can play as Rash and Pimple, but I think Zitz was kidnapped. Zitz is more of the leader. Pimple's the muscle, and Rash is like the super cool guy. I think it's sad we never got to see the epic cartoon and toy line from the Battletoads. I personally would have loved it. I was a huge fan of the Ninja Turtles. These games are amazing. And I think this is worth looking into or trying. Though you might want to play it with the Game Genie if you want to make any real progress in the game. Some of the classic games that come out, like they have emulators that have rewind on it. You can also play the game on an emulator, and use save states and save scum your way through too. I'm glad I get to show you what the games of yesteryear looked like. Video games really started to pick up a lot in the era of Nintendo, because it didn't look like the single-screen Atari games anymore. The graphics were much more advanced. The Atari games were really cool, like Crystal Castles. And there's some Atari games on the channel if you want to check those out and see what they looked like. Video games have definitely come a long way. I'm amazed this could look this good graphically on the NES in 8-bit graphics. I think this game is unique for the NES, and that with the Nintendo Entertainment System, hence the name NES, it shows what the system was capable of graphically. Like, they really went above and beyond with this one, aside from its very high difficulty level. I played this a lot as a kid, but never really got past level 3. The rare times when I did get past level 3, I almost pooed myself. Holy crap. Getting past the speeder bike level was quite the achievement. And, you know, back when this game was originally released, like today, we have save states. But, we didn't have any of that. There was no memory cards, no hard drives. Most games, while a saving system would come to some games later on, most games had either a password system or no saving at all. You basically had to beat your game all in one shot. There was no internet, we didn't have save states. We couldn't download things the way you can today. There was no microtransactions. There was no DLC. I think this game looks really good for being the time that it was from. Interestingly enough, 1991 is also the year the Super Nintendo came out as well. And so there you have it. We have Battletoads. A game created with 3 characters they thought would compete with the Ninja Turtles. But that just never happened, and now they're a relic of their time. The modern Battletoads was trash. It was made by people who just didn't give a fuck. And if you look at the game and how it looks, you'll understand what I mean. The game should have looked and felt completely different than the trash they released. What a pile of garbage the new Battletoads was. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today. I love you all. Thanks for being here. And I will see you all very soon. You can and you will achieve your dreams, my friends. I believe in you. Have a great day, everyone.